Well, let's get more on this now. We're joined by Sam Leon, the founder of Data Desk, a research consultancy specialising in oil and gas supply chains. Sam, thank you very much for your time. As you heard me saying there, Brent crude passing the $110 a barrel mark now. That's despite, Sam, Donald Trump's 10-day extension to Iran to reopen the Strait of Hormuz. Why is this, despite what Trump said? And is this all part of Trump's strategy to say whatever it'll take to calm the markets?
Well, if he's trying to do that, I'm not sure he's doing a very good job. I've just checked the price and it's now up at $112 a barrel. I think the fundamentals of this problem are, of course, that there's essentially a physical shortage. You know, you have 20% of the world's oil and gas supply moving through the Strait of Hormuz on normal circumstances. But at the moment, that's all stranded there. We have gas tankers, LNG tankers, oil tankers simply idling. And this is putting enormous pressure on oil and liquefied natural gas prices, not to mention the food crisis that I know you were covering earlier that is stemming from this as well.
We're seeing huge disruption, as you say there, Sam, in the Strait of Hormuz. That's even without a complete shutdown. From a supply chain perspective, which you've alluded to already, where are the biggest bottlenecks right now? What's most concerning worldwide?
Well, I think, consumers are feeling this all over the world. I mean, we've just seen that the OECD says no major economy will be spared by this. So, as I alluded to previously, food prices potentially spiking as a result of increase in the cost of fertilizer. 30% of fertilizer moves through the Strait of Hormuz. And obviously the immediate threat to tankers is a serious issue. We've seen tankers in flames, these terrible images going around the world. But also it's a problem that insurers are unwilling to insure vessels transiting the Strait of Hormuz right now. Insurance costs are simply prohibitive right now. And this is something that may remain even if we were to find a diplomatic solution in the coming days, which seems unlikely, but if we were able to do that, that lingering lack of insurance will continue to cause problems.
Sam, we're seeing clear winners and losers emerge in this crisis. Let's talk about renewables as a resilience advantage here. Are we seeing countries with a strong investment in renewables as well as storage? Are we seeing that they're proving to be far more resilient during this crisis?
Yes, well, there's a couple of countries that are interesting to hone in on here. Spain being one of them, that have a good penetration of solar in their energy markets. And this has largely cushioned the sort of impact of wholesale power prices, whereas, countries like the UK and Germany that are much more exposed to gas in their power markets have seen much more significant rises, whereas Spain, for instance, gas is only setting the price about 15% of the time at the moment, so it's cushioned. Pakistan is another interesting example that has had this radical build-up of solar, particularly since the 2022 energy crisis, and compared to its neighbours, it seems to be weathering this particular shock really well, which is surprising given that so much of the current liquefied natural gas that is stuck in the Persian Gulf is actually destined for Asia.
And Sam, we're getting some breaking news that Brent crude futures have actually hit a 4-week high. As we were speaking there, that's coming through now at $113.8 per barrel. Sam, thank you very much. Sam Leon there.